Steps to take to stay on your mission. You believe you're on the right track. You have defined a career mission, set up goals in line with your mission, and you've even set up a daily priority plan. Now effective time management should kick in and simply take care of itself, right? Not so fast. As you become more productive, you may find that you'll be forced to make choices. Some of these choices, if made properly, will lead you to even greater heights, or if made poorly will lead you to a career disappointment. Let's use Ted as an example. Ted is a composite character made up of thousands of salespeople from around the country. Let's look at Ted's career. Ted has recently made some big changes in his career. These changes have expanded his prospecting skills and his presentation skills, so now several things are happening to him that have never happened before. First, he's got too many customers, so he feels pulled into many directions at once. Second, he can feel himself slipping on service with his customers. He's not returning phone calls promptly, not following up, and basically dropping the ball. Third, he's beginning to spend more time away from home. His children are beginning to become distant, and his spouse is becoming resentful of the business. Sound familiar? Are these challenges you've faced? Unfortunately, when faced with these dilemmas, many salespeople resort to something we have all done at some point in our careers. They take steps to sabotage their own success. Consider this quote from Dr. Joyce Brothers: "We cannot consistently perform at a level inconsistent with our own self-image." Is this true of you? Many salespeople view their newfound success with suspicion. Why? Because they have rarely experienced it and may have a difficult time adjusting to a new self-image. So instead of embracing success, many salespeople will reverse course and begin to swim back to their old lives. How do they do this? Most salespeople don't wake up one morning and say, "Well, today I'm going to start failing." Instead, most salespeople just begin making bad decisions. These poor decisions can lead to a bad case of self-sabotage and a career crash. So you may ask yourself, how can I succeed in my business but also not feel overwhelmed? How can I continue giving great service to my customers? And most important, how can I stop working 80-hour weeks and still be productive? Let's look at these ways to stay on your mission. 1. Relegate, delegate, terminate. When studying your daily to-do list, you have one right. You may find that you just have way too many items on the list to possibly accomplish. So what can you do? Apply the simple but effective RDT method. Relegate. First, decide which of the items on the list must be done to accomplish your long-term goals. These, of course, are your priorities. You must relegate yourself to the fact that these items must be done, and most importantly, done first. Delegate. Next, when reviewing your to-do list, ask yourself, is there anyone that could be doing these items instead of me? Can you outsource it, hire it done, or could someone else be doing this work? Wise salespeople attempt to delegate as much as possible. Terminate. What is on your to-do list that does not have to be done? Are there items that are nothing more than busy work? If you can't terminate them, at least put them on the very bottom of the list. 2. Cut the dead wood. As your career begins to pick up steam, you may find that you cannot simply work with every customer. You may need to begin choosing your customers. How? Qualify them harder. This may seem harsh at first. After all, you want to work with everyone, but in the end you will unable to work with everyone. This is one of the toughest aspects of time management, knowing which priority takes priority. All customers are good, but the fact is some are better than others. Here is a quick way to qualify your customers. Motivation level. Do they really want to buy? Timing. Are they ready to act now? Or are they stalling? Ability. Can they close the deal? 3. Deal with paper once. How many times do you move one piece of paper around on your desk? Come on, it's more than just once. We all know we should do something about the piece of paper, but we decide that for now, it will look good in a new corner until next week or the week after. So we keep shuffling, and shuffling, and shuffling. Sometimes one piece of paper becomes two pieces of paper or more. So what can we do about it? Use the one-touch rule. Only touch paper once before you do something with it. There are 3 uses for every piece of paper you have on your desk. Here they are. File it, put it where it needs to go, which is off your desk. Toss it. 90% of what comes across your desk is garbage. Deal with it. If it requires your attention, do something with it. Now when it comes to item number 3, let me give you a tip. Deal with paper once a day. Set aside just one time during the day to deal with paper. Deal with it and move on. 4. Automate yourself. How long does it take to make 10 phone calls? Believe me, it takes some time. You have to look up the phone number, dial it, wait for it to ring, and then you have to talk to someone on the other end. What makes it time-consuming is that if you beat around the bush a while until you get to the topic you really called about.